a crystal ball. Welcome to my channel. I hope you guys are having a great day. It's Tuesday and it is a little bit late. I'm getting really late started. I apologize for that, but I had a very busy day on the channel yesterday, so make sure you check out all the latest videos from yesterday. Today we're going to talk about a story that's affecting the YouTube community, and it is directly related to the family vlogging world. And a lot of you have reached out to me and asked me if I was going to cover this story, and for a few days I was like, I don't know if I can do this. I don't really know a lot about them. But then as I did some more research and did some more digging into this couple, I realized perhaps it would be a good place and a good opportunity for us just to talk about it, provide you the information that I can provide, and hopefully allow you a space to come to terms with what has happened. So several of my subscribers over the weekend came to me and let me know about Landon Clifford and his untimely passing. Landon and his wife Camryn have a channel called Cam&Fam with over 1 million subscribers, which they started when Camryn was 16 and she became pregnant with their first child. They have 2 children. Camryn's first daughter Colette, who is 2 years old, and then they just had a baby girl named Delilah. Since June, the couple had been taking a break from posting. The last post that they had made was about the two of them doing a Q&A the two of them doing a game where Landon had to answer questions about birth and delivery, and he had to go through contractions if he got these wrong. And after that post, they hadn't posted anything new. Now, they were said to be taking a little bit of a break to deal just with everything that's been going on in the world. Camryn had been open about dealing with some PPD, and they were just hoping to take some time and space away from social media. Well, after some time off, she returned to Instagram to let people know some really bad news. On an Instagram post that was shared over the weekend, she said, August 13th, 2020 was Landon's last day of being the best dad and husband he could be. After spending the following 6 days in a coma, he passed on and donated several organs to people in need all over the country. He saved many lives. That's the type of person that he was: compassionate, loving, thoughtful, kind, and gentle. He was an amazing husband and the best father those girls could have ever asked for. It saddens me deeply that they will never get to truly know him. He was so young and had so much more life to live. This isn't how things were supposed to go. He was meant to make it to his next birthday. He was meant to walk his daughters down the aisle. He was meant to hold with me. Words cannot come close to describe the pain that I feel. All I can do now is make sure that the girls know how much he loved us. He's looking down on us from heaven, and his light will shine through the clouds when we look up at him. May he rest peacefully. And it was a photo of him with her hand on his chest, and it appeared as though he was on a ventilator in a hospital. And then a GoFundMe was started shortly after that, by a friend of hers, and the GoFundMe let people know a little bit more details about what happened. And according to the GoFundMe, he had a brain injury, and then after being placed into a medically induced coma, he ended up passing away. So unfortunately, there has not been a lot of details about what happened. His parents, his father Chad, has shared a little bit of information on his Facebook, and he shared just an encouragement to people that they go and seek help if they are dealing with any sort of anxiety or depression. And Camryn took to a Instagram where she talks about some of the things that are going on with her during an Instagram live, which was actually uploaded by another person, and I'll link the full one down in the description below. She talks about how she was going to be moving from Austin, Texas to Florida, where her family was. She said that she could not go back to the house where everything had happened, because she said too much had gone on there. She talked about how she wanted to share his story, but she needed time in order to do so. And she said that his story is important and she wants to share with people to help them, because she believes that by being able to eventually share his story, it'll be able to help other people that might be dealing with something similar. She talked about how it's going to be a very long process for her to get there, and said that with what happened, it was really it would be very hard for her to describe it in terms that her young audience would understand.
So much in these last few weeks that I really just haven't taken the time that I need yet. I mean, I've had a lot of help, and I've had time to talk about it and cry about it, but, you know, definitely have a long ways to go, and I don't really think it'll fully hit me until I'm alone in my new place and just have some kind of peace and not, you know, who's watching Colette and Delilah and this hotel to this hotel and all that. So that's kind of what's next for us. We haven't really gone into detail about what exactly happened. And I feel like a lot of people, I mean, I know it's hard to deal with this because I'm not the only one dealing with this. Obviously, this hurts me the most, but all of you, I'm sure, are shocked and going through the same feelings I've gone through. And, you know, when something like this happens, it's just, you want answers. You want to know why. It's hard to process it without an explanation, and I totally get that. But at the same time, I just know that there's a right way to go about it, and I don't want to just, you know, post something and explain it, because he has a story to tell, and that's my job to tell his story. And I have an opportunity to spread awareness and to tell it right, and I think through his story I can help a lot of people, but it's just a matter of, you know, it's also hard because it's not a pretty story, and there's nothing pretty about the situation. It's hard to hear, and it's hard to know how much information to put out there, because, you know, I have a younger audience, and like, I'm definitely gonna have to put a disclaimer when I do, you know, share his story, and just say, if you're under a certain age, like, you really shouldn't be hearing this, because it's hard.
So overall, she's just very sad, obviously, and she wants to move and help. She'll have help with her parents. His family was from Dallas, Texas. She is from Florida. She'll go back to Florida. And a lot of people online are speculating about what could have happened, what could have caused it. And ultimately, we won't know until the family says anything. At this point, it's really hard to process something like this, especially when someone is so young. You don't even know where to start and what to do. Obviously, something happened, and she needs support and love and kindness. So make sure you send her some if you are a fan. Try to minimize any speculation or hate directed towards them, and make sure that you are kind to other people. You never know what anyone is going through. You never know the struggles people are dealing with. And in this case, we don't know. We don't know why they took the break. We don't know what happened. Obviously something did, because she doesn't want to go back home, and she doesn't want to be in the place where everything happened. All right, you guys, so tell me what your thoughts are in the comments below. Bye.